That's it!
Catch and fire. It's on the... He made it! Oh my...
A big-time knock and a big-time answer for this Forester squad. We'll see you guys next time.
Welcome to Huntington University. It's Preston Husband alongside Alex Dawley here today. Alex filling in here in game number 2 between the Spring Arbor Cougars and the Huntington Foresters. Game 1 went the Cougars' way, and we want to say welcome to Alex, who's hopping on the broadcast for the first time this year. Kind of surprising. Grad assistant for the men's basketball team. Wanted to hop on and see how things go. Gina Moore will make the first play of the game, a pop out to the right side for Elena Walker, and it's 1 up, 1 down. You got much baseball knowledge with you, softball knowledge with you? What do you bring to the table here today, Alex?
Number 4, Summer Ambler.
Okay. Awesome. It's good to have you in the booth here today. Hazelby delivers a strike here to Summer Ambler. Of course, I know you're pretty good friends with Ethan Haney, who's the grad assistant for the baseball team as well. So you guys go back and forth watching softball and baseball here. Check swing. Did she go? No is the answer. It's 2-1. Softball a little faster pace. We get through their games a little quicker than we do over at Forest Glen Park. 1-2 is fouled straight back. How long have you been here for as the GA spot now for the men's basketball team? One-two pitch, fouled away. I think we're trying to work on your mic again, Alex. There's something about this mic over here that's just not wanting to work today. So we'll ask these questions to Alex once you guys can hear them. I want to make sure you guys can hear him from wherever you may be watching today. 2-2, low, and now it's full. Hazelby, usually the number 2 pitcher in the rotation for the Huntington Foresters, done a nice job in that spot this year. The pitch is hit sharply into center field. Tharp's not going to get to that one. Up against the wall. Runner will stroll into second base with a 1-out stand-up double. And that'll bring up Brooke Meeker, who did a little damage with the bat in game number 1. Meeker, the designated player, did the catching in the first game. Has a chance to help her team strike early against Hazelby. Natalie, the lefty, back home with the pitch, is on the inside corner for a called strike. A little different defensively here for game 2 for the Foresters. It's Walker, Tharp, and Harbor from left to right in the outfield. Jess Duval, Maddie Duval on the left side of the infield. Lamberson playing second, Moore the first baseman, and Hypes doing the catching. Looks like Tim Averill maybe trying to find some offense with some new players in the lineup. This is lifted left field. Joe Walker has it read well. Tag at second. The runner will stay there. There's 2 outs as Meeker flies out to left. Bring up the catcher, Clark. And it looks like Hypes and Hazelby want to have a chat before Clark gets her at bat started. All right, I think we've got Alex going here now, so we'll ask those questions maybe in between innings here. Hazelby delivers first pitch on the outside corner. If you can hear me, I can probably hear you. That's usually a good thing. We're working some wrinkles out here just in the top of the first between the Cougars and the Forester. Hazelby delivers, and it's fouled away. It's 1-1. All right, tell us again, Alex, how long have you been here for the men's basketball program as the grad assistant?
So I just finished up my second year, and with that, you know, just kind of seeing, once I get my master's here, kind of see what the future holds for me. But I have nothing but high regards for this wonderful place in Huntington.
Yeah, obviously lots of success over on the hardwood as well at the men's level and women's level here as of late. 1-2 pitch from Hazelby is up too high. It's 2-2. Now you are part of 2 national tournaments, and you were also part of the first ever Huntington men's basketball team to host national tournament games this past year, which was really fun. 2-2 is a swing and a miss. Changeup got Clark there. We'll go ahead and just keep it here during the break. You know, obviously kind of waiting to see who the next men's basketball head coach will be. What's the future look like for you as far as maybe sticking around here or moving on to some bigger and better things?
No, that's a great question. You know, I just take it day by day. I've been told that, you know, there's good and bad jobs out there, and I think this is a wonderful, great spot with great people. And the athletic department, I think, right now is truly thriving with both men's and women's basketball, and then also with Coach Averill, you know, really taking the reins on this team in year one, kind of, I think, exceeding expectations for some.
Yeah, he's only 2 wins away from collecting the most wins in program history since 2015-16. So he's had a really good run here. The pitcher for Spring Arbor today is someone that is from right down the road. Went to Huntington North, had a really successful career. Ava Polson, she grew up in Warren, Indiana, which is a little country town just a little south here of Huntington University. So it'll be cool to kind of see her homecoming here. And, of course, she wants to beat her hometown team, Ava Polson. As mentioned, a really nice career at Huntington North just in her freshman year, now at Spring Arbor. Will be greeted by the leadoff hitter, Jocelyn Harbert, getting her first start here in today's action. We'll see if she can get this offense going a little bit. It was a little bit of a struggle offensively in game 1 for the Foresters, just able to put up 1 run. First pitch is a swing and a miss for Harbert. Back to the plate, Polson, off speed, hits the corner, it's 0-2. You know, last time these 2 teams met, Alex, it was kind of very similar to this. Huntington could not get any offense going as that's fouled away, and it's gonna stay 0-2. They got beat 5-0 up at Spring Arbor, turned around and won 9-2, so they're kind of hoping for that same result here today. Polson rocks and fires, and it's off speed again. Nice pick over there at second base. Walker has played a sharp second base to get that short hop, and it's 1 up, 1 down.
What a fantastic play. She had a really great read on that, quick first step to make that play look really routine.
That's one of those plays, if you don't go get it right away, then it might skip under your glove. So it was kind of a do or die play there. Was able to make another put out. That brings up Joe Walker, who had 2 hits in game number 1. She's swinging first pitch here, and it's Walker again roaming over and making the grab. It's the wrong place to hit it today, as that's a little soft line drive to Walker. It's quickly 2 down.
That's unfortunate. The unfortunate part about softball and baseball is sometimes you just hit it to the wrong place.
Right. Walker seems to be the wrong place here today, as it's now Gina Moore, who also had 2 knocks. Home plate umpire letting Ava Polson know she's got to wait till Moore is set in the box, and now she does and delivers a little too high. Polson is 6-10 on the year, 18 appearances, 18 starts, a 5.16 ERA. Now another chat, not sure really what that one was about, but it's 1-0. Polson just reached 100 innings on the year. That ball is foul. And it's now a 1-1 count.
Yeah, getting in early field, you can tell she's really trying to pound the strike zone early and really trust her her infield to make plays for her.
Giving up 117 hits on the year, struck out 68. She has had some issues with walks, has nearly walked 50 batters, but that doesn't look to be the case right now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Moore swings and misses. First strikeout for Polson. It's a 1-2-3. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back for the top of the second between Spring Arbor and Huntington on FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
We're back here at Huntington University. I was just applauding the crew next to us playing a little Garth Brooks before we get going here at the top of the second. Some good stuff there, Alex. I don't know if you're a big country guy, but first pitch to Hazelby is a little too high.
No, you can never go wrong with country music, especially in this time of year when the weather's getting much warmer.
Tomorrow, almost 80 degrees on Good Friday. Get some yard work done. Listen to some Garth Brooks. Watch some softball. Popped up left side, and it's caught in foul territory. There's one down here in the top of the second. I think we still have you, Alex.
Number 11, Lexi Kane.
So one up, one down here for Lexi Kane, the right fielder for Spring Arbor. First pitch from Hazelby, a little too high. It's 1-0. Got any big Easter plans heading back home, or?
Yeah, as of right now, I'm heading back home tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be with my family for the holiday.
And is that Southern Indiana?
It is. Luckily,
right.
it's a short trip, just right down 69 to 65 to Louisville, Kentucky. So
very cool. 2-0 pitch for Hazelby is right in there for a called strike. Checking out some of the baseball action, they just walked off Spring Arbor in Game 1 today, so that's a big win for them. And actually, a team in the standings for baseball, they could jump Spring Arbor. For Huntington, they're trying to decide if they're going to be 3 or 4 as Duval roams back and makes a nice grab. So both Jess and Maddie creating these first 2 outs, couple of soft pop outs, and now 2 down for Hazelby.
Number 18, Grace Ruby.
if I'm a right-handed hitter, I would be real nervous with that side of the diamond, trying to always hit it over them, knowing that they can make spectacular plays.
Yeah, they're pretty tough to get it by on that left side. They've been sharp here, and now their 3rd season. You know, this Huntington team, they're having a really good year this year, but they return a lot of this star power next year as well. 1-0 pitch upstairs. It's 2-0. This is Grace Luby playing over in left field for game number 2. 2-0 pitch from the lefty is hit hard to the right side. Diving stab, not able to come up with it. Lamberson, that's a hit for Spring Arbor. Their first here in game number 2. Excuse me, their second here in game number 2. And with 2 on, it'll be Peyton Grange, the shortstop.
Number 6, Peyton Grange.
I always thought the collegiate softball level, if you hit a hard ground ball just right or left of an infielder, you've got a pretty good chance of getting on, because the bases are so tight with one another. Hitting the ball hard on the ground, never a bad move.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with you. It's the same idea with Little League and how one simple step left or right can make all the difference and always give yourself a chance to run out to beat out the throw.
Yep. And of course, even if Lamberson knocks that down with the shorter bases, it becomes such a quick play that you have to make, and I'm not sure it would have been possible, but she gave a great effort. 1-1 pitch is fouled away. It's 1-2. Hazelby does have 1 strikeout today. This is the 8th hitter for Spring Arbor. He stares in, gets the sign in, delivers the 1-2. It's fouled out of play again. Been really impressed by Spring Arbor's ability to stay alive in these counts. There have been a lot of 2-strike counts, but Spring Arbor's done a good job fouling pitches off and getting pitches they want to hit. 1-2. Again, fouled right back.
I absolutely agree with you. Granger's doing a wonderful job fouling off, just kind of waiting for her pitch, if at all possible, to knock one through.
2 down here, just the top of the second. No runs across yet. Hazelby's pitch is again fouled away. Just making us look good, Alex. Just continuing to battle here with 2 strikes.
What do you think? We're probably still 15 pitches away from the longest at bat.
Yeah, it'll be a while till we get there. Not sure what it is in the softball world. 1-2. Good pitch, off speed, throw down to second from Hypes is not going to be in time. That's a stolen base for Luby, and now a runner in scoring position. 2-2 at the plate. Two count here on Peyton Grange, trying to start the scoring here in game 2 of the doubleheader. The pitch is lifted right field, coming in, and miscommunication between the outfielder and infielder for the Foresters is going to create a run. As Harbert came in, Lamberson went out. It will go as a hit for Grange since no one was able to get a glove on it. And Huntington trails 1-0. Those are 2 players out there that haven't played a ton of time together on the diamond, and you could see a little miscommunication there was enough to create that base hit.
Yeah, with a little miscommunication like that, and then even just kind of that ball being in perfect no man's land, it can be really tough to make a play and know where everybody's at on the field.
You think that's probably a ball that Chloe Gregory, who's the normal second baseman, goes and gets. But as mentioned, with Lamberson and Harbert not having that camaraderie or the work together out there, makes it tough on one of those in-betweeners. The pitch is low, and now it's 2-0. Excuse me, make it 3-0. Cerrone, the center fielder, waits for the 3-0 pitch from Hazelby. And that's right on the outside corner for a called strike. Cerrone, just a .228 hitter. She has started 38 games this year, so she's constantly in the lineup. Good defensive center fielder. The pitch is hit into center field. Here comes Tharp. She can't get there. And now the offense for Spring Arbor keeps it going with 2 outs. Again, it's another 2-strike at bat that they just put the ball in play and keep the inning alive.
Another great at bat by Spring Arbor, getting the 3-0 hitters count, and then laying off a fastball in the corner to then get a knock in center.
Walker lifts one center field. Tharp has it measured and puts the inning away. First run across for Spring Arbor. We head to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back on FDN Sports for the bottom of 2.
To me, Forester Camps is definitely a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Telling.
Something that everybody can find something that interests them.
A space to learn new things in a safe environment.
To me, Forester Camps is getting to be a home away from home, I guess. You learn a lot here and you learn it well.
I plan on being an author once I'm done with college, so this seemed like a really fun opportunity for me.
It was just glad to meet new people in general and just kind of enjoy the workshop and just take away what I can from it and make myself a better writer.
That whole thing about how to write for musicals, I'd never even thought of that before, but that was awesome.
Back here for the bottom of the second. It'll be Jess Duval leading us off here in the second frame. She came in a few weeks ago as the leading hitter for the Foresters, has gone a little cold to her standard, still batting almost .390.
Yeah, she's always someone you always have to be concerned with that could always do some great quality hitting with her batting average, what she does.
Good changeup there by Polson, had Jess way out front, evens up the count, a ball and a strike. And the pitch from Polson is high this time. It's 2-1. Maddie is batting right after Jess here in game number 2, and then it'll be Hypes, the third hitter, here in inning number 2. The pitch outside, and now good hitters count for Jess. 3 balls and a strike. Polson back to the plate and fouled away. Evens up the count, makes the count full. I had that discussion with Mike Frame the last baseball game I did. Is a full count really an even count? I think it should be. You're 1 ball away or 1 strike away. The pitch, and it will go in Jess's favor as she walks as the first base runner for the Foresters.
Well, my answer to that is, depending on if I'm pitching or if I'm batting.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair.
Shortstop, number 21, Maddie.
So Maddie Duvall will step up to the plate. Shortstop here for game number 2. Jess with decent speed, and Spring Arbor's expecting the bunt. The pickoff play nearly worked to perfection. That was drawn up there by Spring Arbor. Walker snuck right in behind Jess, and they almost fooled her into thinking no one was covering the bag. She gets back in safely. Good play. Fouled
Absolutely.
away.
That's why you always have to keep your head on a swivel, and you never know when that ball could be coming your way to get picked off.
And you see a lot of times when a team is in a bunt scenario, the catcher becomes more of a weapon by throwing behind runners just like that. 1-1. Bunt is yanked back, and now it's 2-1. Because in this situation, Alex, we know this, that the second baseman, Walker, is going to have to roam over and cover that bag. And then if you're the Foresters, you want to bunt this ball to the first baseman, Ambler. Pitch. No bunt there. It's another called strike, and now the count's 2-2. Polson 1 strikeout here through her first inning of work. Looking for number 2. The pitch is high, and now it's full again. Back-to-back full counts for the Foresters. Talked about Polson having a little bit of command issues with 50 walks on the season. Her pitch is outside. There's number 51. So Huntington a couple of free bags, and this will bring up Gabby Hypes, the catcher. Perfect time to bunt, I would think.
I would 100% agree. Good on Maddie Duvall to hold off on that. Naturally, when a 3-2 count, my mentality is never want to get caught looking.
I think a lot of times it's easy to chase in a 3-2 count too at the plate because you're so excited to hit. First pitch, Hypes bunts at it. And she did attempt a bunt, so it's a strike. Polson back to work with the 0-1. Again, Hype shows bunt, gets it down to third base. That's a fair ball, and covering first is the second baseman, Walker. So that will go 5-4. It's a sac bunt. Great job by Hypes to move up those runners. Now 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, you get the sense that Coach Averill told her to, hey, go in there, do a job, and she did. She did just that to advance the runners.
Now Lamberson getting in at bat here, fouls away the first pitch. Lamberson hasn't had a ton of at-bats on the year, just 13 games played coming in. So big opportunity for her to come up with a big hit. Coach Averill sticking her in the lineup here in game number 2. The pitch, swing and a miss, it's 0-2.
Yeah, at this point in the season, conference play especially, this is a great opportunity for some of these freshmen who haven't gotten as many ABs to really showcase what they've been working on all season.
Pitch. It's called strike 3 on the inside corner. So now 2 outs, and Huntington has had a couple of big opportunities here in these 2 games today to come up with a hit in scoring position. It's been a little bit of a struggle. Carly Tharp has a chance now. That first pitch is too far outside. Casey Hickle, who usually bats leadoff, waits on deck in the 9 spot as the designated player. Tharp had a big chance just like this in game 1. Takes a changeup for a called strike. It's 1-1.
I kind of get the sense with her at bat right now, she's kind of waiting for the her pitch to be able to.
Oh, there it was, and it's lifted high into center field, but it is cut off in the alley by Cerrone. Pretty good piece of hitting there by Tharp, but with 2 outs, no chance for the sac fly. We head to the top of the 3rd. Huntington again has a chance, can't put it across. We head to the 3rd inning on FTN Sports.
I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Back here in the top of the 3rd. It's 1 run to no runs currently. Spring Arbor on top. In just the 3rd inning, it'll be Natalie Hazelby back to work, and she'll be facing Summer Ambler, Brooke Meeker, and Taylor Clark. 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me, in the Cougars order. Natalie so far, 41 pitches, an earned run, and 1 strikeout. No walks so far. Ambler waits in. First pitch from Hazelby on its way. It's low. It's 1-0. Hazelby comes into today with a 3.32 ERA. Talked about her being a really good second option, for the Foresters. Now that one hits the bottom of the zone, makes it 1-1. Natalie back to the plate, delivers. Change up that stays high. 2 balls and a strike. Ambler doubled into left center field her first time up. Pitch low, and now it's 3-1. Back in a good hitter's count is Ambler. Natalie's pitch on its way. Blown out to right field. Going to be a tough play out there, but roaming over, making it look rather routine, Arbor. That's 1 up, 1 down. Alex had to go run scoreboard, so you won't be hearing from him the rest of the day. Did a good job covering. Joining us for a couple innings of action is now Brooke Meeker, the designated player, steps up to the plate. Hazelby's pitch right there for a called strike. Hazelby delivers, fouled away. Be back to the plate. Ground ball, foul. Count will hold at 0-2. Meeker flew out to the left fielder her first time up. Pitch just misses the outside corner. Count 1-2. Come out and have a chat. Interesting meeting here by Coach Averill. 1-2 count on the hitter. I wonder if it was because maybe Hazelby did not like the most recent call in the at-bat. They'll head back to the dugout, and it'll be a 1-2 on Meeker. I believe in softball, the coaches allow one visit per inning. Tim using it there. 1-2 pitch is lifted into shallow center. Tharp comes in and makes the grab. So 2 batters, 2 fly outs, and 2 outs with Taylor Clark coming up.
Number 21, Taylor Clark.
Hazelby, first pitch swinging, gets out of the inning as Clark hits a soft little pop-up to Jess Duvall. So we head to the bottom of the third. Huntington still trails 1-0 on FDN Sports.
Forester Camps is making new friends.
A great way to explore different opportunities.
Great way to experience life here at Huntington University. I looked into OTA and it looked like a lot what I wanted to do, but I still wasn't really sure like what all it was.
But I did know that I did want to be in the medical field, but I don't really have a stomach for blood. This was a different way to be able to help people like physically, but not have to open them up.
Since it's a smaller place, everyone knows each other, you know, they can invest time in each other.
This would be a great way to learn about it and see what it is.
So I saw how life-changing that can be, and it made me want to do that.
Into the bottom of the third, it'll be Casey Hickle leading off for the Foresters. Casey usually in the leadoff spot, but in the 9-hole today, will start the third inning. First pitch from Polson. It's just inside for a ball. Huntington had a really good chance last inning. Could not tie it up. They look to push one across here and tie it up with at least 1 run, and that's outside. It's 2-0 now. Couple walks to lead off the second inning at Huntington in business, and a a sac bunt, I should say, for Hypes. A strikeout, and then the inning ended as now it's 3-0 on a couple of good-looking pitches there. Rio is outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. Third walk of the day for Polson. Puts Hickle on. And that flips the lineup over for Jocelyn Harbor.
Number 12, Jocelyn Harbor.
Arbor grounded out to second, her first time up. First pitch, strike. Called at the plate. It was a good play by the second baseman Walker against Harbor in inning number 1. Averill going through some instructions here. Lefty at the plate, looks to bunt, takes it, and the catcher looking to throw down to first. Clark didn't pull the trigger, holds on. It's a 1-1 count. Back to the plate, Polson. Trying to bunt again. Harbert fouls it back, and now it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes here for Polson, looking for her third strikeout of the afternoon. Delivers high, evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joe Walker waits on deck, lined out to the second baseman, her first time up. The pitch is a swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 3. Throw down to first is not in time. As Hickle dives back in, but it's out number 1, and it moves the lineup on to Joe Walker. Walker's had some good swings today, 2 hits in the first game. Flying out her last time up, takes a first pitch outside. Gina Moore on deck, Jess Duvall to follow if the Foresters can get this lineup moving along. A little bit of a sluggish day offensively for this Forester lineup. 1-0 pitch, foul back. Huntington now in their last 3 full games has only scored 3 runs. 2 runs in game 1 against Taylor, no runs in game 2, at only 1 in the first game today. Polson's pitch, swing and a miss. Walker behind that one, and now it's a 1-2 count. Polson's pitch, Walker fooled badly and was able to foul it off. Keeps the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Polson has 3 Ks and now in a good spot for number 4 against Walker. Her pitch is high, it's 2-2. Ava rocks and delivers. Popped up right side, roaming over and running out of room is the first baseman Ambler. Count stays at 2-2. Olsen back to the plate with the 2-2. It's up high and it's full. Huntington still without a hit, but they have had 3 base runners via the walk. Hickel, a good base runner at first. See if she's off and running here. Full count delivery. It's outside. 4th walk of the day for Polson. Huntington again threatening here with the middle of their lineup. It's Gina Moore now who steps up to the plate. Gina, her first time struck out swinging, looking to start the scoring for HU. She's first pitch swinging, pops it up left side, and it will be an infield fly call, but since it was a foul ball, that marks that out, so it'll just be a pop out to the shortstop. And now Jess Duvall, a chance with 2 down. First pitch from Polson. Outside again. Jess walked, got all the way to 3rd her first time up, couldn't come around to score. It's got Hickel on 2nd and Walker at 1st. The pitch outside, good stab behind the plate, as that was Clark able to keep the runners where they are. Polson gets the sign and delivers. That's inside now. It's 3-0. Again, Polson back to the plate. That's right in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike now on Jess Duvall. For a hitter's pitch here against Polson. 3-1 delivery. Is hit hard, left side, shortstop backs up on it, makes a throw across the diamond just in time. Good play by Grange, who is a little hesitant, but does retire the side. We're on to the 4th. Huntington still trails 1-0.
Hello, I'm John Thomas, and I am a game master for D&D. I got into D&D from some mutual friends my sophomore year of college, and we played a super janky, completely messed up game, and it was a blast. From that moment on, I fell in love. For a while though, I didn't have anybody to play with, so I was like, What do? I looked online, I started listening to podcasts. As fun as listening to those podcasts were, I really wanted to play, but I had nobody to play with. I thought to myself, why don't I just see if anybody I know would want to play? And that's when I asked these guys back here if they wanted to play D&D with me and let me be their game master, and now we've been playing for almost a year and a half. As much as it is about playing the game and having fun playing the game, more than anything, it's about getting together and maintaining that friendship and just connecting, catching up on life, talking through things that we're going through. A great way to have a good time with your friends.
Back here for the top of the fourth, it'll be Natalie Hazelby back to work. First pitch too far outside. The hitter is Kennedy Killeen, third baseman for Spring Arbor today. Hazelby's pitch, high, it's 2-0. Killeen, her first time up, popped out to Jess Duvall, the third baseman in foul territory. It's in a good hitter's count here. Natalie back to the plate. Low, it's quickly 3-0. Natalie gets the sign. Back to the plate. That one just misses. 4 straight out of the zone, has the leadoff hitter on. We'll bring up Lexi Kane, who popped out to the shortstop her first time up. But imagine Spring Arbor's thinking a little small ball here with Kane at the plate. Hazelby gets a bunt. Good pick by Duvall. Just throws it over. Lamberson able to just hang on to that one. The runner does move up. That'll go as a sac bunt. It's 5-4 for out number 1, and now it's Grace Luby.
Number 18, Grace Luby.
Luby singled and scored her first time up. Chases that one for strike 1. Little out in front. Hazelby again to the plate. Good changeup is low. Pitch. Called a strike, maybe generous on the outside corner. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Hazelby picks up her second strikeout. And now just 1 out away from getting out of trouble.
Number 6, Peyton Grange.
Now it's Peyton Grange, the shortstop, who also singled her first time up. Hazelby delivers inside for ball 1. Natalie's pitch, high again. It's 2-0. It's the bottom of the order that kind of hurt Natalie the first time around. Did a good job picking up some base hits and scoring 1 run. Right now, that's been enough. Pitch is hit softly, and Lamberson knocks it down. If that would have got to the outfield, it probably scores a run. So a nice job, as that'll be an infield single.
Number 7, Teja Serene.
Now it's Cerrone at the plate. First pitch to her. It's right in there for a called strike. She's 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Singled her first time up as well. It was the bottom 3 that did most of the damage here so far, and it's the same case again in this inning. Hazelby delivers. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there at the top of the zone. Hazelby has the hitter and a 2-strike count. And now Spring Arbor just trying to steal a run here. They'll give a stolen base up to Grange, and now it's runners on second and third with 2 outs. Hazelby's 2-strike pitch is hit left side. Duvall again stays down on it, just makes a good throw across the diamond, and Huntington again puts out the fire. Still down 1-0 though as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Spring Arbor in front. Back here for the bottom of the 4th, it is still 1-0 as the Foresters still trying to solve this Spring Arbor Cougars pitching staff right now. They've done a good job keeping Huntington right where they are offensively today. The Maddie Duvall first up. She walked in her first plate appearance. Takes first pitch strike in there. Duvall created a full count. First time around, got on via the free pass. There's been 4 of them for Ava Polson. 3 strikeouts to go along with it. As that fastball's upstairs, it's 1-1. Polson back to the plate. Right on that inside corner again. 1-2. Both Spring Arbor pitchers have done a good job hitting that inside corner today. 1-2 pitch now. Up and out. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wilson back to the plate. Zone, it's full. A lot of full counts for the Foresters. Now just got to find a way to get on and get across the plate. The pitch. Again, outside, Duvall's been on twice, both walks.
Your catcher, number 24, Gabby Hypes.
The Gabby Hypes, who had a sack bunt, first time up. Pitch, Olsen misses outside, 1-0. Pitch is hit, foul. Infield for Spring Arbor thinks that Gabby is up there to bunt. She is yet to show that here in this at-bat. Wilson back to the plate with the 1-1. It's hit hard into center field, but right at the center fielder Sharoni, who roams over and makes the grab. Nice piece of hitting there, just right at someone, and it's 1 down.
Number 9,
Now Lamberson back at the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout her first time up, and she waves and misses at the first one here. Olsen, obviously with pretty good velocity, has had a couple of these Forester hitters behind. And that one's called a strike as well. Now it's 0-2. Back to the play with the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Twice now. Lamberson has been down on 3 pitches. 2 strikeouts. I'll bring up Carly Tharp. Flew out to center with runners on her first time up. Takes first pitch change up on the corner for a called strike. Olsen up to 4 strikeouts. She is yet to give up a hit. Olsen's pitch, fouled away. It's 0-2. Spring Arbor does have someone getting loose in the bullpen. And it's a little interesting with the pitcher throwing a no-hitter out on the mound. Olsen back to the plate, outside. The command hasn't been good, but the at-bats for Huntington haven't looked extremely comfortable either. 1-2 from Ava. It's high. 2-2 count. Casey Hickle, who walked, waits on deck. Olsen comes right back to the plate. And that time, it's not too high. It's another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. That is now 5 for Polson. Throwing a good game as a freshman here in our hometown. We head to the 5th. Huntington still trails 1-0.
Hello, my name is Z, and you'll never believe it. It's spelled Z. I first got into Beyblades in elementary school. It was super cool seeing these spinning tops with cool avatars battling each other. It was just so fun. The limitless possibilities with Beyblades could lead to limitless possibilities with videos. And eventually I settled on doing a live action YouTube series. The Beyblade Burst First Generation. Luminar. So I've just come to naturally accept that I'm just a big weirdo. And I don't see that as a fear. I see that as growth. You should not be afraid to be yourself. So the Beyblade Club is an unofficial club I started here at Huntington with some friends. The Beyblade Club's just us meeting together to play Beyblades and have some fun. And one last thing I have to say is, don't forget to prove it to them all. Prove without a doubt. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! This is the Beyblade Burst First Generation.
Number 2, Elena Walker.
Back here for the top of the 5th. It's the top of the order for Spring Arbor. Elena Walker steps in, takes first pitch, strike. She's popped out to first and has hit a fly ball to center. 0 for 2 here in game number 2. Hazelby back to the plate. Change up that time, right over the inside corner. It's 0-2. Natalie, only 2 strikeouts so far today. Her defense has done a good job behind her. Now the pitch outside. It's 1-2. Right back home with it. Is lifted into right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Walker, her first hit of game number 2. And again, a leadoff hitter on, just like the last inning for Spring Arbor. Looks like Coach Thompson maybe planning on making a switch here, and she will. It's going to be a new runner over at first. Can't quite tell the number yet. It looks like it'll be number 5. Number 5, Sarah Stewart, an outfielder in to run. Sophomore from Port Rowan, Ontario. First pitch from Hazelby, in there for a called strike. This is Ambler at the plate. Ambler is 1 for 2, a double and a fly out to right. Hazelby's pitch. Bunted right back to Natalie. The lefty will scoop and throw. And that's Chloe Gregory now in as well defensively for the Foresters. So that'll be a sack bunt. It'll go 1-4 as Huntington's made a couple of changes here over the last few innings.
Number 13, Brooke Meeker.
Meeker, 2 flyouts, 0 for 2. First pitch from Hazelby. Hits her. Meeker is on, and it's runners on first and second for Taylor Clark, the catcher.
21, Taylor Clark.
Clark is struck out and popped out to third. Hazelby delivers first pitch strike at the bottom of the zone. Kennedy Killing waits on deck. Doesn't feel like Huntington can give up much more with the way the offense has gone today. And that's outside to make it 1-1. Hazelby back to the plate. Fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes. Coming back to the plate. Just miss. Pretty good pitch there. It's now 2-2. Natalie right back home. Now it's upstairs and it's full. Not want to walk the bases loaded here with Killeen waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. Again, misses. Had her in a good spot with 2 strikes. Could not finish the job, and now runners on each base for Spring Arbor. And it looks like Huntington's going to go to the pin. It's going to be Carly Franklin. So we'll let her warm up. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back to tell you more about Carly, who's out on the mound.
I've been interested in animation since I was really young. Animated movies have always been my favorite.
Heard about it from my dad. He had saw that they're having an animation camp. I told him that I want to go.
So my photography made me interested in working with cameras, and that's what I want to do.
It was a camp that had so much to offer, like everything I was interested in, it was being taught here and stuff.
The knowledge of animation, how it works, and getting better at it so I can pursue my future career.
And I've always just kind of been interested in this for so long, it was like I couldn't really pass it up. And I have learned those things, like professional things, things that I would not be able to do at home.
Some of my favorite experiences were just getting out and talking to people with similar interests, people who are passionate with like the same thing that you're passionate with.
Back here at Huntington University, and is a change again for Huntington, as it will be Carly Franklin coming in. Carly, her last time out, pitched very well against the Marion Knights in a start. And now she has a chance here to come in and hopefully stop the rally, if you're a Forester fan, for Spring Arbor. Pitch. Ball to strike here right away on Kennedy Killeen, who has popped out to third and has walked. Franklin has been very good in this role several times in her career. And that one's bounced to the shortstop. Good pick. The throw goes to first, and it's not going to be in time. Maddie Duvall a little in between there and just didn't quite make the decision in time. That's an infield single. It's 2-0, and the way Huntington's bats are going, you can't really give up a whole lot more. Franklin back to the plate. Delivers a strike here to Lexi Kane, who has a sac bunt and a pop out to the shortstop. Franklin's pitch lifted out of play. 0-2. Franklin back to the plate. Just misses again on that outside corner. It's 1-2. Franklin's pitch up too high. Sudden 2-2. Franklin rocks and delivers. And this is hammered down the left field line, and it's foul. Kane got a good piece of that. It's a 2-2 count. Franklin's pitch is popped up right side in the outfield. It's going to be handled by Tharp, who will throw to second. Moore chases the runner back to first. It'll be a sac fly run as Meeker comes across to score. So it's a productive out. Now it's a 3-run lead for Spring Arbor.
Number 18, Grace Ruby.
Huntington in danger now of dropping their 4th straight game. That's going to kind of start bringing some teams in right below them in the seeding position. Strike 1 called on Luby. Franklin's pitch. Low. 1 count. Franklin going to come right back and delivers a strike. It's fouled to the left side by Luby. It's now 1-2. Take a look at some of the scores around the league. Mount Vernon beat Goshen in game 1. Wesleyan beat St. Francis. Marion beat Bethel, and Taylor beat Grace. And all second games underway as well as Franklin gets a strikeout, but the damage has been done. Hazelby tagged for 2 more runs. Huntington still looking for their first hit as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Cougars.
I saw Forester Camp when I was at school. It said health science, and I'm like really interested in medicine.
I was really set on nursing, but I didn't know any else like biology, chemistry, things like that. So health science was able to broaden my spectrum and learn more things in the science world.
It's opened my mind to a lot of things in the medical field. I'm definitely taking away a lot of knowledge that I didn't have before. Also a lot of new friends.
I was also kind of hesitant because like I'm an introvert, but I got some new friends.
There isn't just like one set biology you can do, from microbiology to biochemistry. So knowing my options is something that I'm gonna take away.
I'm wanting to learn about health sciences, and like God is all through health. Like God created all of us. That's pretty freaking cool.
One of the greatest opportunities I've had for my profession in the future.
If you're interested in something, or if you want to go to college, or if you want to make friends, go.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th, Huntington's still searching for hit number 1 against the freshman Ava Polson. Delivers a first pitch strike to Casey Hickel. Polson has danced around 5 walks through her 4 innings and has struck out 5 batters. Ava right back to the plate. And Hickel drills one down the left field line into foul territory, making the grab. Luby. That'll flip the lineup over for Jocelyn Harbert. Jocelyn 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out, looking to bunt for a hit. She waves through that one. 0-1. Olsen right back to the plate. And this is bunted foul again. 0-2. Olsen delivers the 0-2. Harbert takes high. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Pitch fouled away. Olsen comes right back to the plate to Arbor. It's hit to the right side. Walker scoops, flips in time. Another 4-3 as Walker continues to play solid defense, and it'll be Joe Walker coming to the plate next. Back to the plate. Walker is hit by the pitch. So Walker able to stay in there, take a hit by pitch, has Gina Moore back up to the plate. Huntington has had plenty of base runners. In fact, that's their 6th base runner of the day. Just no hits to go along with it. Each time Polson has got in trouble, she's found her way out of it. 0-1. Hit up the middle. Polson knocks it down, has time, and delivers a strike to first. 5 hitless innings for Ava Polson, the freshman for Spring Arbor, and we head to the 6th inning. Huntington still down 3-0. Into the top of the 6th, it is still a 3-0 advantage for Spring Arbor. Carly Franklin in to work her first full inning. She came in, did a nice job, got 2 outs. Just about set to go here in our 6th inning. Spring Arbor was victorious in the first game today, 4-1, and now it's a 3-0 lead for them here in game number 2.
Number 6, Peyton Range.
Franklin's starting to get more of a chance to get back in between the circle. He's been pretty good there in those limited chances. First pitch swing, it's a foul off the leg. 8-hole hitter Peyton Grange, who is 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. Grange, the shortstop, is also knocked in a run. Franklin back to work. Drops that one in a little too low. It's 1-1. Carly back to the plate. That time dots the corner. It's 1-2. Grange will have to go with 2 strikes. Franklin gets the sign and delivers. It's hit, just foul. Franklin, a little check swing, knocks it through the left side out of the reach of Jess Duvall. It's her 3rd hit and 3 at-bats. Big game for Grange. Teas Cerrone now steps up to the plate. And it looks like staff for Spring Arbor maybe looking to make a change. It'll be a new runner at first. We'll have to see what number we get over there. Looks like 24 coming in to run. That's Anna Kemp, a freshman from Michigan.
Number 7, Teja Serene.
Teza Sirioni bunts first pitch right back off the padding. It's 0-1. Carly back to the plate. Another bunt foul. 0-2. That one's outside from Franklin. Makes the count 1-2. Roney on the day, 1 for 2, single, and a ground out to third. The pitch, swing and a miss. Franklin picks up another strikeout. There's a delay steal, and the pickoff throw behind the runner was a good one. Moore able to connect on the tag, and they're going to call interference on one of the fielders for the Foresters. That is not a good call. That's just blatantly not a good call. Huntington really just was bit by a bad call there. See if we can see a replay of this one. I know we've had it earlier in the game. So we've had replay most of the day. And we'll see if maybe we can run it back. I'm trying to go back on our stream and see. But that should have been a double play, and now they're going to say Moore, I guess, was in the way of the base runner when the throw was first made. I'm not even sure what the call was, but Tim Averill has to walk away, and it'll just be 1 out.
Number 2, Elena Walker.
There have been some questionable field umpiring calls today. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Elena Walker. Franklin comes back to the plate. Walker swinging first pitch, fouls it away. Walker singled, came around to score in the last inning. Franklin again delivers outside. Back to first. Grange get a big lead over there. Pitch is too far outside. It's 2-1. Franklin back to the plate with the 2-1. It's inside. And now the count is 3-1. Franklin delivers. Fouled off right at the plate. Franklin back home to the plate, and Walker slaps it right side. Arbor roams over, makes a nice running grab for the catch, and it's 2 down now in the inning. So that will bring up Summer Ambler, who's 1 for 3. Double, a fly out, and a ground out here in this one. Franklin back home. Pitch high. Now Coach Averill wants to go have a chat with his right-handed pitching Carly Franklin. Feels like Huntington should have already been out of this inning, but now got to face the middle of the lineup in Ambler. Having a long chat out there with Franklin and his catcher Hypes. It'll keep Ambler at the plate with a 1-0 count. Pitch is out of the zone. Throw down to first, not in time. It's 2-0. Franklin has gone an inning and a third, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Has done a good job since coming in to relieve Hazelby. And now another pitch that looks to be right down the heart, called a ball. I don't know what's going on this inning. Franklin back with the 3-0. That one in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Franklin's pitch, hit left side. Duvall in on it. Good pick on the run and a nice scoop on the other side as well. Great defense there, 5-3, and it gets Huntington out of the inning. They get 4 outs in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Huntington down 3.
This is how we like to do it.
Into the bottom of the 6th. Still no hitter going for the freshman Ava Polson. She's got 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, but has been doing a fine job here. Just went to high school right down the road at Huntington North. And kind of a little bit of a revenge tour here against her hometown team. First pitch from her. It's low for ball 1. Jess Duvall's been on once. She's walked and she's grounded out to shortstop. 0 for 1 on the day. Polson's pitch. Right there for a called strike, with 1-1 now. Foresters are on the road Saturday. Come back home next Tuesday against St. Francis. That'll be a big series. That one's called a strike. 1-2. Pitch. Polson gets a ground ball. It's foul. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Polson rocks and fires. That's outside. 2-2 now. Polson again back to the plate. That's inside and it's full. Another good at bat by Jess. He's taken Polson to 3 balls, all 3 at bats. Ava back to the plate. And Duvall stays alive by fouling it off her left leg. Count will hold at full. Duvall rips this one. That's down for the Foresters' first hit. Duvall's going to roam into second with a stand-up double, and a little life for the Foresters as the Polson no-hitter is no longer intact. So Duvall now on twice, and it's Maddie's turn to try to push across her sister for the Foresters' first run.
First on, number 21, Maddie.
Duvall's been on twice, this being Maddie, 2 walks. Spring Arbor expecting bunt, but Huntington has to get more than just 1 run here. I would not think this is the typical bunt scenario. One and 0. And it's hit through the right side. Jess being stopped at third. Maddie at first. Duvall's on the corner. Back-to-back hits. The first 2 hits of the day for HU. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Well, if there's been anything about this Foresters team, they have done this a few times at home where they've been pretty much out of games, or so it seemed, and then battled all the way back. Hypes takes first pitch outside for ball 1. It should be now Chloe Gregory on deck with Lamberson out of the game. Pitch from Polson, swing and a miss. Good changeup there, had Hypes just a little bit out in front. It's Maddie Duvall on first, Jess Duvall on third. Jess led it off with a double. Maddie shot a single through the right side. Huntington's been in these spots a few times though and has just not been able to push a run across. Outside, it's 2-1. Chloe Gregory, who came in defensively, waits on deck. Olsen back to the plate. It's again a little bit of what seems to be a changeup there. This time shot to the right side by Hypes, and it's 2-2. Hypes had a sac bunt back in the 2nd, lined out to center field in the 4th. Olsen trying to again get out of a little bit of trouble. Delivery. It's outside, it's full, and very good base running there by Maddie. She gets up to second base. Ball just got away from the catcher, Clark. Full count on Hypes. Back to the plate, Polson. Hit to the right side, that's gonna knock in a run. Walker scoops it up, gets the out at first. Spring Arbor will happily trade an out for a run, but now Huntington at least gonna have the tying run at the plate. And the 2nd run of the day, Maddie Duvall over at third. So now Chloe Gregory, who came in defensively at the plate for the first time here in game number 2. Just needs to put the ball in play here, probably the right side again to make it a 1-run game. The pitch from Polson, called a strike. Lamberson was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Gregory in to replace her. And looking to bunt for a hit. Bunted right through it. Now it's 0-2. Olsen back to the plate again. Through the left side, base hit. Gregory pulls Huntington within 1. She'll take a big turn. Good piece of 2-strike hitting. Has Huntington down just 1 run. So no hits for the Foresters throughout the main stretch of this game, and now they've got 3 in the inning, and it looks like Spring Arbor is gonna make a change. It'll be Kaylee Dudzik in to hit, and we'll see if Spring Arbor pulls the trigger on Polson. Ava, through 5 innings, had given up no hits at all. Looks like they're going to stick with her, as Dudzik will be the hitter coming to the plate. So Dudzik comes in for Tharp, who has not had her best day offensively, so Tim Averill trying to get someone else going off the bench, and there goes the runner Gregory, and she is in there safe. Big stolen base as Gregory has come in and sparked this offense a little bit. RBI single, now a steal. First pitch to Dudzik was out of the zone. Polson back to the plate. Big swing and a miss here by Kaylee. It's 1-1. On deck, it is Casey Hickle. Good speed at second base. A base hit should tie this up. Olsen back to the plate. Hit hard, but just foul. It's 1-2. Dudzik just 229 on the season. She started just 10 games. but has had more opportunities here as of late. Olsen rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase a high fastball. It's the second out of the inning. And it looks like Polson's going to get a chance here against the 9-hole hitter in Casey Hickle, who she has walked and got a fly out to left fielder last time. Polson's first pitch is low. Almost got by the catcher there, Clark, but able to keep it in front. Outfield plays Hickle to hit the ball the other way. Pitch. Change up on the outside corner. Evens up to count 1-1. Huntington, if they can at least keep it right here, tie it up, and move on to the next inning, it will be the top of the order for them in inning number 7. Polson delivers high. Pretty good pitch, but out of the zone as it's 2-1. Back to the plate. Hit hard again, just foul. Couple of balls hit by Dudzik and Hickle and back-to-back at bats that if they just stay inside that bag, probably looking at a tie game. Now 2-2. Olsen rocks and fires. Again, left side, through the left side. They're going to wave around the runner, Gregory. Here comes the throw, not in time. Game-tying single by the left-handed hitting Hickle, and the Foresters have charged all the way back to tie it up here in the 6th inning. Just felt like Hickle kept trying to go to that left side, and she found a way to poke it through there, and now we'll have a pitching change. We'll take a short break. We'll be back, tell you about the new pitcher. Foresters have tied it up here in the bottom of the 6th, 3-3. Back here, bottom of the 6th, it's Jocelyn Harbert swinging first pitch. This is the starting pitcher from game 1, Emily Underwood, who went all 7 innings and was quite dominant. And in so far 14 innings against Huntington has struck out 18 batters. So their coaching staff is going to bring her in to try to shut this down. Arbor takes high. It's 1-1. So far this inning, it was a double, a single, a ground out to second to score a run by Hypes, another single by Gregory to score a run. She stole second and then just scored on a Hickle single. And again, another lefty trying to go the other way. Harbor a little late. So the count now 1-2. The pitch. Swing and fouled straight back. Good job by Harbor to stay alive. Hickle with good speed out on second. Underwood back to the plate. It's outside. It's 2-2. Underwood trying to get out of the 6th inning, and she again hits a batter right in the head. Harbert is hit this time, and she's on for the first time in game number 2. We saw Underwood hit Hickle her first game. looks like Spring Arbor wants to check to see if maybe the batter was leaning out over the plate a little bit. Now it'll be Joe Walker. Now Joe Walker did have really good at bats against Underwood in game 1. Had 2 hits off of her. One of the few players that had success. And she takes first pitch upstairs. So maybe this is a good matchup here for the Foresters. Hickle out at second. Arbor at first. Here's the pitch. It's right there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Huntington has 3 here in the bottom of the 6th to tie up all 4 of their hits in this inning. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Walker trying to untie it there. Came up empty. Now with 2 strikes, Walker just trying to put this one in play. Underwood's pitch is fouled straight back. Good job by Joe to stay alive. Underwood back home with it. It's outside, and the count moves to 2-2. Gina Moore waits on deck. Moore also had a couple of hits against Underwood. 2-2 pitch. It's hit foul again down the left field line. St. Francis currently playing IWU. They lost game 1. If they lose game 2 and Huntington wins this one, Huntington will jump St. Francis again for that 3 spot. The pitch. Pops straight up, left side. Roaming over the third baseman, Killeen, and it's dropped by the shortstop. That's going to be an error on Grange and keep the inning alive. That could be a massive play in this game. Probably always the shortstop's ball in that scenario too. Pitch. Up and out of the zone. Full count. Runners will get a head start here. Underwood coming back home. Walker pops this one up, and it will be out of play. Still full count. Hickle remains on second. Jocelyn Harbert, who was hit by pitch, on first. Joe Walker trying to give the Foresters their first lead. Pops it up again and out of play. Good at bat by Walker here. A long at bat against Underwood. The delivery is outside, just barely off the plate. And now the bases are full of Foresters. But now it's Gina Moore, who's 0 for 3, but has had good at-bats today against Underwood. Takes first pitch outside. This is the 9th batter for the Foresters this inning. They had nothing going offensively until the 6th. Emily's pitch is right down the heart for strike 1. It's a ball and a strike. Joe Walker on for the 3rd time in game 2 over at first base. Hickle, the go-ahead run at 3rd, and good swing there by Moore is fouled right back. Moore trying to shorten up, put this one in play. Underwood back home with the 1-2. Moore stays alive again. These lefties for the Foresters doing a good job in this inning, slapping the ball the other way and staying alive deep in these counts. Underwood rocks and throws. Outside, now 2-2. Underwood again. Shakes off the sign, now comes home. Fouled straight back. Moore right on it. Typically, when at bats go deeper and deeper, it gives a little bit of the advantage to the hitter. See if that's the case for Moore. Emily rocks and again delivers. Moore lifts it left field. Should be routine, but now coming in and making the grab is Luby. So Huntington can't take the lead, but they do tie it up with 4 hits and a couple of good at-bats. It's 3-3. We head to the 7th between Spring Arbor and Huntington on FDN Sports. It'll be Carly Franklin out for the 7th inning, trying to keep Spring Arbor right where they are at. We're tied up 3-3. Spring Arbor has 8 hits, Huntington just 4. All 4 of them came in the 6th inning. Their offense was pretty lifeless before that, and they came alive there, to their credit. They got a chance to win this game.
Number 13, Brooke Meeker.
Franklin, who's pitched an inning and 2/3 of scoreless ball, back out there in the circle, delivers first pitch. It's right there on the outside corner. Franklin has great velo, and when she can locate, she's a real weapon for Coach Averill's team. 0-1. That time it's inside. It's 1-1. Meeker on the day is 0 for 2. She was hit by a pitcher last time up, came around and scored. Carly delivers. Just slow again. Taylor Clark, the catcher, waits on deck. Franklin back to it. Delivers, ground ball. Gregory just couldn't quite get there. Throw to first is not in time. Not a bad idea by Harbor, as it's a single through the right side for Meeker. So probably a sure bunt scenario here for Spring Arbor. As Clark comes to the plate, she walked her last time up. She's 0 for 2 otherwise. She is showing bunt. She gets it down, and it's foul right in front of the plate. It's 1-0. Excuse me, 0-1. That ball almost hit Clark as she was coming out of the box. Of course, she'd have to be out of the box to be out, but it would have been something. Showing bunt again. That time she waved through it. Throw down to first in time. And once again, I'll say it, even as a Forester fan, not probably the right call, as it looks like she tagged the bag and then got the runner late. But then you're going to ask the umpire that's 60 feet away to overturn you. I don't quite understand that. Should have been a strike at the plate as well, so it should be 0-2. And we'll see. I'd imagine this would be something that would upset Coach Averill quite a bit, because how can the home plate umpire see it better than the field umpire that made the original decision? Even though I don't think it was the right decision. Discussion is going to end. Not sure why you would go talk with the coach first and then come back to the home plate umpire. If it takes this long, I don't think you can overturn it. So obviously, no one had a great look at it. And still. No call yet. Still waiting. They're going to call her out, I believe. Right? This has been an issue this year at the NAIA softball level. The umpiring has just been a little inconsistent. And if the call on the field was out, how can an umpire who's 60 feet away overturn that from behind the plate? They still haven't made a decision. They still have not given us any sign of what the decision is. They're going to overturn it. That's hard to believe. That is really tough, and really there's no words to describe how poor the outfield umpiring has been here today. Well, Huntington will have to go again as they've been kind of posed on a few calls, and now they get one there with the strike 3 call. Go one down here with Killing still coming up at the plate.
Number 9, Kennedy Killing.
Franklin right back to it. Swing at the plate and a strike. See, Franklin maybe using that to her advantage. The pitch popped up center field. Tharp able to camp under it and make the grab. Now 2 down. Huntington 1 out away from pushing it to a tie game in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 11, Lexi Kane.
Kane has popped out to short, a sac bunt and a sac fly. The pitch is right there for Franklin. Great job by Carly after that long break to get right back in the zone. Huntington, if you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, we'll have Jess Duvall and Maddie Duvall, and then Gabby Hypes. And again, Franklin delivers a strike at the knees. Franklin right back with the 0-2. Popped up, see if it stays in play, and Hypes does have a chance and makes the grab. Huntington works around some tough calls, and they go to the bottom of the 7th with a chance to win. We'll be right back on FDN Sports. It'll be Jess Duvall leading us off. Underwood's first pitch to Jess Duvall is high. It is 1-0. Duvall doubled for the first hit in the last inning for HU. She takes a ball low here to make it 2-0. Pitch. Duvall, big swing and a miss, chased it a little too high as it's 2 balls and a strike. Underwood back to the plate. Jess takes it low. She's in a good hitter's count at 3-1. Huntington a few weeks ago walked off back-to-back games in a doubleheader. Chance to do it again here. The pitch inside. Looked like it was probably a ball, but Jess fouls it off. It's a full count. Underwood is working into her 8th full inning of work today. Win a complete game in game 1. Her pitch. Ball again, fouls it away. This is who you want up right now. One of the leading hitters with Maddie Duval, who's been on all 3 times, up next. 3-2. Good take by Jess, and she's on again. And that's the winning run at first base with a walk.
Shortstop, number 21, Maddie Duval.
So we'll see if it's a bunt situation here for Maddie. Doesn't show right away, and she takes a first pitch strike right there. Gabby Hypes on deck. 0-1. Now showing bunt, pulls back, throw down to first. Not in time as Jess dives back. The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-1. Underwood back to the plate. Maddie this time not showing bunt again, and it's 2-1. So kind of flipping back and forth here with Maddie at the plate. Underwood rocks and delivers. Bunting it, and it hit her in the box, and they'll call it a foul ball. That was close to Maddie being out of the box and being hit in the field of play, but they're going to say she was in the box, and it's 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Maddie Duval. That's 1 down. With 1 out, it'll bring up Gabby Hypes.
Your catcher, number 24, Gabby Hypes.
Hypes waits for Underwood's pitch. It's called a strike on the inside corner. Jess Duval over at first. It'll be Chloe Gregory up next. Back to the plate. That's called a strike. 0-2 now. The pitch. Lifted right side. That will be out of play as it's now 0-2. Spring Arbor did not mess around, bringing in their ace on the mound to try to keep this one at 3-3, an inning ago. Her pitch is a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff man on via the walk, and now will be Chloe Gregory, a chance to keep it alive here in the bottom of the 7th.
Second baseman, number 5, Chloe Gregory.
Gregory came in as a defensive change and had a huge hit last inning. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike 1. She stole second and then tied the game with a run. A 1 pitch. Gregory takes that one outside. It's now 1-1. Back to the plate, Underwood. Gregory way behind that one. Now it's 1-2. The pitch. It's high. It's evened up at 2-2. Underwood's delivery is on the inside corner, called strike 3. She walks the first batter, strikes out the next 3. We've got extra innings, free softball coming on FDN Sports. Top of the 8th up next.
I have a motorcycle, a Nighthawk 750. My dad always had a motorcycle. Like, when I was born, I'm pretty sure he had one. He was a motorcycle cop for a while, actually. for a good amount of his career. So I've basically just grown up with motorcycles all my life. Had to go so I could get my motorcycle endorsement and soon to be my license. I was scared of falling, especially for some of those sharper turns, like U-turns especially, is they expect you to go like feet are almost touching the ground with how far you're tilting. As long as I was able to get back onto that bike and just keep going, that's really what made me like less afraid, made me less scared, because that's something that my dad always said is you get right back on the bike even if you fall. I'm just happy I did it overall. I'm Dylan Rollator, and I'm the next Rollator to ride.
Back here for the top of the 8th. Grace Luby, the left fielder, against Carly Franklin, who has come in and pitched very well out of the bullpen today. She delivers first pitch low to Luby. Franklin's 1-0. It's up high. It's 2-0 now. Luby is 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts today. She's up 2-0 here in the top of the 8th, though, and hits it softly left side. That's going to roll and stay fair right on the line. Somehow that ball just kept spinning and stayed fair. And of course, if it's touching any part of the line, it's a fair ball. So lead off on. Grange is 3 for 3 today. Now she's showing bunt. She went through on that one for a swinging strike. It's 0-1. Obviously, it seems like for sure bunt scenario, but Grange has really been swinging it well. 3 for 3 on the day. Franklin's pitch is called a strike. 0-2 now. Franklin delivers. That time a little outside. Franklin's pitch lifted left side. Walker has it red. Will put it away for the first out of the inning. Nice job by Franklin battling back there after the leadoff single, and now it'll be Cerrone at the plate. Left fielder at the plate. Tejas on the day is 1 for 3, showing bunt. Looks like she pulled it back in time as it's 1-0. Franklin, right back. Gets a called strike on the outside corner. Franklin right back to the plate. Gets another strike with a foul ball. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Franklin has covered 3 full innings now. Not giving up any runs. So she's kept Huntington very much right in this game. Franklin delivers. That one's slapped right side. That is a foul ball. Thankfully for the Forester fans, because that would have been big trouble for HU if that falls in fair. One-two count now. Franklin, 3 Ks already on the day, delivers again, and it's hit left side. Maddie Duvall comes up on it short way. Good job by Gregory covering. That'll go 6-4 for the putout. That throw had to be right on the money, and it was from Duvall. And now it flips the lineup over for Elena Walker. As the runner Luby is cut down, it's Cerrone over at first. Walker does have 1 hit in this game. She takes first pitch down too low. It's also popped out and has flown out to center and right. Franklin's pitch. Fouled off of Walker's foot right at the plate. Evens up to count 1-1. If you're wondering how long we can play here, got some rain coming in about the next 30 minutes. And sunset is at 8:24, so the sun shouldn't be an issue necessarily. See if the rain provides any sort of problem. It's low. 2-1, sunset tonight at 8:24. We're at 6:50, so still about an hour 30 of softball to be played if they need that long. 2-1. Called a strike. That outside corner has been quite generous a few times today. Walker waits as Franklin gets the sign. It's the 2-2. Hit right side. Moore picks it up in fair territory, and it is 3 outs. Again, Franklin works through a little bit of trouble, and Huntington a chance to win it in the 8th. We'll be right back on FDN Sports.
I'm Micah.
And I'm Smai.
And we filmed a short documentary in South Korea. The documentary was telling the stories of North Korean defectors who escaped into South Korea. We really just wanted to highlight how important unification is for the countries.
One of my favorite moments was when we were cooked a traditional North Korean meal by one of the defectors.
Another really cool moment was that we had missionaries from the Netherlands, from the United States, and from Korea all in the same place. I'm working on this documentary together, and there was just like 3 different languages bouncing around all the time, and it was just like so cool to be in that like presence of so many languages.
One of the hardest challenges was the translation. Obviously, Mike and I both don't speak Korean. We didn't have enough time there to learn any Korean.
I think we're both really excited for the impact of this documentary. I think it's like exactly kind of our wheelhouse and what we want to go into, because we're telling just really real and honest stories.
I mean, Jesus told stories to people all the time because it was hard for them to figure out a way to...
Back here for the bottom of the 8th, it's a 3-3 ball game. Underwood delivers. Tharp looking to bunt for a hit, fouls it right back, and it's 0-1 on her. Casey Hickle will be next in line, and then the lineup will flip over for the Foresters. It was 1 run in the 2nd for Spring Arbor, 2 more for them in the 5th, and then Huntington struck a 3 spot in the 6th inning to tie it up. Tharp again looking to bunt for a hit, pulls it back in time. It's 1-1. Wood to the plate. Misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Tharp, a pretty quick base runner, would be good to have on in front of Hickle, who handles the bat well. The pitch. She's showing bunt again, pulls back. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Think if you're Tharp, consider taking here. See if Underwood can throw you a strike. Pitch. She did, and Tharp turns on it. No reason to take if you're going to swing it like that. Slap it into left field. It's a leadoff single for Carly Tharp. It'll be Casey Hickle. Good bunter on this Forester team. Good opportunity here for HU. A speedy runner at first. Good bunter at the plate. The pitch from Underwood is a fake bunt. Steal. Tharp is safe at second. And again, a tight call out there. Pitch was a strike, so it's 0-1. Now it's for sure a bunt scenario, and Spring Arbor knows that. Underwood's pitch, and she's swinging away. That's shocking. I figured bunt would for sure be on to get your winning run at third base, but now with 2 strikes, that's kind of out of the equation. Underwood's pitch. It's upstairs. It's 1-2. Anything to the right side on the ground will move the runner up to third. Base hit might win it. The delivery. Again, taken high. Hickle doing a good job laying off that pitch. Winning run on second for the Foresters. 3-3 game, bottom 8. Hickle slaps it. That's off the glove No, I guess not. I thought that was maybe touched by the third baseman, and I guess not. I thought that was for sure going to be a fair ball, but instead, no touch at third. So the game will live on a little longer. 2-2. Fouled right back. Hickle doing a good job. Her last time up, she had a similar at-bat to this and slapped a single through the left side. Kind of feels the same sort of scenario happening here. A pitch. Again, trying to go that way. Casey just so good at staying in these at-bats and then finding a good pitch to hit. Underwood shakes off the sign, now delivers. Hickle takes high. She's worked it all the way to full. The normal leadoff hitter batting ninth here for the Foresters, trying to win it for HU. The pitch. Hits it up the middle. That'll get through. Tharp will have to stay at third. Here comes the throw home. Hickle will stay at first. And now the winning run on third base for the Foresters. Great at bat again by Hickle.
Number 12, Justin Arbor.
So now infield has to come in. Hickle probably going to take off for second here on pitch one. She does not. With no one covering the bag at second, you'd think about taking that to just get rid of one more place they could maybe run into a double play. Pitch is down low. Of course, if you're Spring Arbor, you might be okay with a walk because that creates a force out at every bag. Joe Walker's had great at-bats against Underwood on deck. Two-0 pitch from Underwood. Arbor, good swing, fouls it right back. Jocelyn today has only been on once. She was hit in the helmet her last time up. Underwood's pitch. Harbert swings right side. That's going to roll through, and the Foresters walk it off. Jocelyn Harbert wins it for the Foresters. A 4-run rally late in this game to come up with a big win in the Crossroads League. A complete battle today for HU, and they somehow squeak out a win. It looked like they were completely down and out. And we will have Tim Averill coming up to chat with us following a win in game number 2. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk to Tim Averill. It's Jocelyn Harbert, the hero today for HU.
Hi, my name is Hudson Winters, and I have the strongest PC on campus. I'm a visual effects major, and this PC basically allows me to do a lot of the things I want to do. It's probably about $5,000 worth of computer hardware. A lot of it kind of just goes together like Legos. It manages to work. That's usually the case. I encountered a lot of tech problems, both hardware and software related, the result of this guy, which is an SSD. It was faulty, caused Windows to not load correctly, and it caused everything else to stop working. Eventually, I did get it to work, and that was very relieving. I was glad I ended up persisting through it. I would say that this computer was worth it, both money-wise and problem-wise. It'll blow your socks off. I'm glad she's working now, because you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. I love you, babe.
All right, Coach Averill, I think what we're going to have to do, we might just have to change headset back and forth here really quickly because I don't think our second mic is working. But obviously, first off, it's good to be on the air for softball here. You guys are having a good year. You're now 1 win away from your most wins in nearly a decade for this program. You're approaching that 27, 28 mark. Your team has been resilient. You've had a lot of scenarios like that where things could have really turned on you, spiraled out of control, lost the game by 6 or 7 runs. They battle back again here today, come up with a walk-off win. What can you say about your team?
Well, I can say they like to keep me fresh and always wondering what they're going to do because they're creative in the way we find ways to win games. For a little while there, we were wondering our bats were going to be with us or not, but they showed up when we needed them here in the 6th inning, tied things up, and then we're able to finish it off there in the 8th. So yeah, just a gritty bunch who they don't like losing. They know I don't like losing, and they don't like an unhappy coach. So they work hard to make that happen.
We'll keep switching back and forth here. I know this isn't perfect, but we'll get it figured out. Obviously, you kind of switched the lineup there, and you had some batters in the mix that came up with some big hits, but I thought Casey Hickle in the 9th spot, who is usually your leadoff hitter, put together incredible at-bats, especially late in this game. What does she do for you, no matter where she is in the lineup, to have successful at-bats?
Yeah, Casey likes to grind it out there. She's struggling a little bit seeing the ball here and was making the adjustments, and that's what we preach, to make some adjustments when we're getting out the same way over and over again. We got to make adjustments. So what I told the girls was, if I tell you to make an adjustment and we're struggling 3 straight games and I hadn't made an adjustment, then that's kind of not right of me. So we made a few adjustments to shake things up, because sometimes you're in a little rut there and you just got to find a way to get out of it. And first 5 innings, I didn't look like a very smart man, but the 6th inning it came around and we made it happen there. The girls performed the way we need them to perform. So way to grind out a win. Needed that one.
You keep the headset on here, Coach.
Okay.
So now we can hear me through there anyways. Your final thoughts from today's doubleheader and moving forward, what's the goal for the rest of the year with this team?
Yeah, so we've been on a nice little winning streak, and then we hit a rough patch. And the name of this game is to minimize the length of those rough patches. And so to get back on track here, going into some big games, weather permitting, Saturday with Goshen. You got to flip the script quickly, and we hope we can get those games in. Otherwise, whenever we play next, we're good. We flip the script. A few rough games behind us. We're ready to keep going and just take this into the end of the season and battle through the conference and see where we can finish. So appreciate you being here, Preston.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you, Coach. Exciting win. A couple of walk-off wins here in recent weeks. Foresters winners 4-3. We plan on being back here for softball on Tuesday against St. Francis. It's a split doubleheader here today. I want to thank everyone in the back for their time, camera work, replay, everything from the studio side of things. Hope you guys all have a great Easter weekend. We plan on seeing you next week here on FDN Sports.
That's out of here! Catch and fire. It's on the... He made